Good morning, everybody. Since everybody's recording nowadays, so even I thought I'd record my education slot. And today we're going to be talking about how to deliver an effective weekly presentation. Now, there are some people in BNI who complain that, their weekly presentation is not very effective, and that's why they're not getting enough referrals. It could be true. But what Ivan Meisner, the founder of BNI, says that always use the LCD model in your presentation. What does it mean? Least common denominator, or the lowest common denominator. What he says is you have to break down your presentation into bits and pieces, fragment it, and start working from bottom up. So first, what you need to do is talk about your business, then you talk about your products and services, then you talk about the uniqueness of your products and services, and finally, you need to tell the audience why you're different from the competition. If you can actually use all these parameters in your presentation, it will be very impactful according to him. So long time back, Ivan Meisner happened to attend a BNI meeting where he noticed Florist, someone who sells flowers, deliver one of the best BNI presentations that he has ever heard. What did the florist do? In the meeting, the florist got up and he said, "Good morning, everybody." It was very impactful. Everybody literally woke up and he said, "I'm in the business of selling flowers." And then he pulled out a flower from the bottom of his table and he said, "Look at this flower, ladies and gentlemen. Isn't it beautiful?" Well, to be honest, the flower was medium sized, not very, beautiful, and it was not very tall, not very thick. But, people in the meeting room just agreed with him because they didn't want to be rude. But they also noticed that it had a tag on it which said Macy's grocery store. So now people were wondering, why did he bring a flower from the grocery store, which is just outside the building, to his presentation? And then the florist agreed, "All right, okay, I know it's from the grocery store. I just wanted to show you this flower, ladies and gentlemen." Then he pulled out another flower, which was twice the size compared to the grocery store flower, and it looked beautiful. It was thick and majestic. And the stem was as thick as a pencil. And then he said, "Ladies and gentlemen, because the stem is so thick, it draws more water, and because it draws more water, it stays for longer in your vase." He held the two flowers together from the bottom of the stem. And the grocery store flower, because it was not very healthy, it went back and forth. But his flower was standing straight and majestic. It looked beautiful compared to each other. And then he said, there's only 3 fills difference between the two flowers. Theirs is more expensive. There was pin drop silence in the meeting room because everybody started thinking, all these years I've been buying this flower from the grocery store, whereas there is a person in our chapter who's selling a better product for a cheaper price. They all were surprised. And the thing is, they also knew he'd give a good service because he's a BNI member. So he nailed the presentation and he started getting more referrals and his business went up. So what did he do? He basically used the LCD concept in his presentation. He first spoke about his business, then he spoke about the product, then he spoke about the uniqueness of his product, which is the stem and the water it draws and how beautiful it looks. And then finally he spoke about how he's different from competition. He said he's 3 fills cheaper. And that's where he actually used the LCD concept, and it was a success. I can't expect everybody in our chapter to use it. Like someone like Rajan Lewis, who is into MEP service, he can't bring an AC pump to the office and say, "Hey, look at my competition pump and look at mine." No, that's not possible. Even Mona, who is into law, cannot compare 2 products. But they can talk about why they are different, compared to their competition. But someone like Sandeep Kumar or Sandeep Bhatia or even Ganesh Chauhan, they deal with smaller products and they can actually use the LCD concept. You can also use the LCD concept in your 10 minutes presentation. Like I remember Ravi Chaudhary once brought a magician to his 10 minutes presentation. And I was like in my head, why is he bringing a magician? But it was commendable how he connected magic with advertising. That was commendable, and he was unique, and that's why people remembered him because of how he connected the two together. The point is, what I'm suggesting is come up with 6 unique presentations. One should be different from the other, and keep rotating them. And always use the LCD concept in your presentations. If you do that, I guarantee you, you will succeed and you will get more referrals. Hope you enjoyed it. I wish you all the best and stay safe. Thank you very much.